Now, we shall see that how demand gets affected by the income of the consumer. Now, here if you see, when the income of the consumer rises, then the demand for the normal good increases. Supposing he was purchasing 100 grams of butter a day, he could increase it to 200 grams a day. So, there is an increase in the normal good when the income of the consumer rises. But when the income of the consumer rises, there is a decrease in the demand of the inferior goods, because he shifts from the inferior good to the normal good. That is, now he can purchase, he has the power of purchasing better good, so he shifts from the inferior good. So, the rise in the income of the consumer gives a fall to the demand of the inferior good. Now, let us find out what is an individual demand and what is a market demand. As far as the individual demand is concerned, it depends on the price of a commodity and the price of the other commodities. It depends on the income of an individual, taste and preferences of an individual. This makes the individual demand. But the market demand, along with the price of the commodity and the price of the other goods, the income of the consumer, the taste and preferences of the consumer, the other factors which determine the market demand are the number of consumers, the distribution of income, whether it is even or uneven, and the age and sex of the consumers in the market. It could be that if more people are within the age bracket of young, or there is more of youth in a country, they could be buying more of electronic goods, cars. But if there are old people, then they could be buying more of medicines, they could be spending more on medical facilities. So, the market demand, besides the price of a commodity, price of the other goods, income of the consumer, taste and preferences of the consumer, also gets affected by the number of consumers in the market. If there are few people buying, then of course it is going to get affected. Distribution of income, whether some people have lots of money and some have very low, then the demand for inferior and normal goods will get affected, and of course the age and sex of the consumers in the market.